How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here, and we're back for another Dokkan battle video. It is currently Tuesday, June 7th, and we are about 30 days out from Global's 7-year anniversary. We have made it. We are in the home stretch, guys. So in this video, we're going to start a part 1 of a 2-part series where I discuss the 7th anniversary LRs that are going to be releasing, and I discuss with you some maybe units I believe you should be working on to prepare yourself to be able to run teams under their new leader skills. So if that's something you're interested in, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Alright, so let's do this. First things first, let's talk start of the campaign. If we go over to the mission info over here on the Dokkan info website, we can see that Part 7, the last part of the 7 Masters missions, begin on June 29th and end on July 6th. So we can safely assume sometime between July 6th at reset, 1600 PST, or the following day, 24 hours later, on July 7th, we should likely see the start of Global's 7-year anniversary. But that's neither here nor there. We're not here to talk about the start. We're here to talk about units, aren't we? Let's go ahead and hop over here to the Dokkan Wiki, and let's take a look at the first of the LRs that we're going to be talking about, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. These guys are, quite honestly, one of the best LRs in the game, hands down. They have an amazing leader skill, and they are just insanely powerful, especially once transformed into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So let's go ahead and talk about what they do before we talk about teams. So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta are a Fused Fighters, a new category, or GT Heroes category Key 3, HP attack and defense 170, and additional HP attack and defense 30% for characters who belong to the Kamehameha category. So, they lead GT Heroes, an insanely good category when you consider it's got the likes of the GT Duo on it, it's got the Super Saiyan 4s, the LRs, and the insanely good EZAs on them. Okay. Plus, they lead a new category, Fused Fighters, which is basically all characters on the Potara category and all characters on the Fusion category put together in one leader skill. So, pretty friggin' good, right? Plus, you get an extra 30% for any of those on the Kamehameha category, totaling to 200%. So we'll talk more about what characters can go under that leader skill here in a minute, but let's talk about the rest of what they do. So his 12 key super attack is the Kamehameha Final Flash. It raises attack and defense and causes colossal damage to the enemy. Ultra super attack is the Dragon Fist and the Final Shine attack, which raises attack and defense infinitely as well, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. So they are a stacking LR. It's not something you see very often, and that automatically that gives them a leg up, right? Now, typically what you see with stacking units is they aren't so strong out the gate, right? They have to build to get that power. Not with these guys. So let's take a look at their passive here. All right, so they are one of the first units to introduce the entrance animation, and part of their passive includes the activation of this entrance animation from the first attacking turn once only. They guard all attacks within the same turn from the first start of turn. So the turn that they start on, they are guarding, which is really good for them to build up some defense, right? They get attack and defense 77% and key 1 per type key sphere obtained for 7 turns from the start of turn for this. So I want you to think about that. That is a nuking style passive for 77%. Not 20%. 15%, not 35%, which I think is the highest right now. 77% per type key sphere obtained. That is insane. Okay. On top of that, they are giving themselves attack and defense 120% plus an additional key 1 per type key sphere obtained. So basically, you're guaranteeing yourself that you are getting your AT key no matter what. Plus, they have a chance of performing a critical hit, 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained, and they launch an additional super attack when you have 20 or more key. So you're basically guaranteed to do that. And if you hit 24 key, the full max amount, you'll be effective against all types. I cannot stress enough how insanely powerful this unit is. Alright, they have an active skill, which is to fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with no restriction other than 4th turn from the start of battle. Once they transform into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, leader skill remains the same, but now they are greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn, and massively raising attack and defense for 1 turn on their Ultra Super attack while causing Mega Colossal damage. Now, the neat thing about their Ultra Super attack is it introduces this new mechanic called nullification, which essentially, basically, whoever you attack, their next action is nullified, completely cancels it out, right? So, say the enemy were you were attacking in slot 1, and then after you attack, let's say you have Vegeta on the turn, and you can see that there's a super attack. Well, if that is the next attack that he's receiving, his nullification from his 18 key will cancel that out, and you will not take that super attack. So, pretty impressive, right? On top of that, alright, imagine you've done building for 4 turns, right, stacking, and now you're transformed. On top of all of that, you're now getting a 177% attack and defense, plus an additional key 2 per type key sphere obtained, chance of performing a critical hit, and reducing damage received by 7% per rainbow key sphere obtained. They are effective against all types with a medium chance of performing a critical hit and a high chance of launching an additional super attack. They have a high chance of evading enemy super attack, so that's 50% chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. He also, on top of all of that, has an active skill, which causes ultimate damage, and all attacks become critical hits for 1 turn. This can be activated when you are 50% or less when facing 1 enemy whose HP is 50% or less. So very useful for like one-on-one boss fights, right? Alright, so that's the unit. He's insane. Literally broken. Literally the best unit in the game. So how do you build a team around the best unit in the game? Well, I've got a few options for you. Let's start by looking at the GT Heroes aspect of his leader skill. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Dokkan Battle Optimizer here. So I've went ahead and filtered here GT Heroes with characters with the Kamehameha link. This is to kind of give us the best results for who you could use. There are a few others that don't have the link, but they're not going to link well with the rest of the team, you know? So, to start, let's just go ahead and let's just use this guy here as our lead, because they don't have the JP version on here. So we'll just plug this guy. Let's say that this is the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. All right, so the first unit, first and foremost, that you should be working on is the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now I know what you're thinking. The EZA TUR one is much better. This guy over here, where is he? This guy, right? Why should I not be working on his links? Why should I not be preparing him if I haven't already got him awakened and EZA and all this? Well, this guy is getting an EZA, and when you compare the links, right, for the two, they actually share 6 out of 7 links, right? If we look at the link skill here, Super Saiyan 4 Goku does share Super Saiyan, Saiyan Roar, Prepared for Battle, Kamehameha, GT, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Then over here you look at when in this phase, right, same thing, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, GT, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. The only thing they don't share is Shocking Speed or Prepared for Battle. So you definitely would go for him. On top, this guy also does get his EZA and becomes insanely good, pretty much outclassing the EZA TUR hands down. So I would definitely say work on these two, but put a preference on the AGL because he is getting his EZA. Second unit you should be working on if you haven't already. When I say working on, I'm meaning building links and awakening if you haven't already, is the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Another good linking partner for the, where is he? For the LR, especially once transformed into the Gogeta. They share quite a few links together at that point. But you do want to be working on him because, like the Goku, he will be receiving an EZA, and he will far surpass his Int counterpart. they're both good. You could work on the int one as well if you've got them, but hands down the tech one is better. The int one will receive the 200% buff, just like the rest of these guys, but he's pretty much only good for short content, whereas the tech one is going to be good all around. So you'll definitely want to prioritize him. Okay, all right, and now third, if you have the GT Goku, you should be working on him. Get his links up, get him ready, because he is going to be the best friend for this LR and the EZA AGL Goku. Why do I say that? Well, because he's a rainbow orb changer. And what did we see in his passive? This guy's passive gets all these crazy buffs, right, in Gogeta and here when picking up rainbow orbs. So having that rainbow orb changer on a team with LRs like this is hugely important, especially when you want to be making sure that you're hitting that 24 key. Okay? Alright, so some honorable mentions that you may want to throw on here and definitely consider. I'm going to go ahead and unsort the Kamehameha here. Alright, you do want to look at some other GT hero options to fill out the rest of the team. So definitely make sure you get these guys going if you haven't already. The GT duo, Gohan and Goten, they are an insane support unit for the GT Heroes team, so definitely want to make sure you have them on the team. And then you could fill out the rest of the slot with, right, any other units that would fit on the GT Heroes category. You could do him, the Gogeta, you could do the... Oop, wrong button there. There we go. Alright, so you could do the Gogeta, you could fill out another rainbow orb changer with the int Vegeta here. Now, he won't be getting the 200% leader skill, but he'll still be doing just fine when on the rest of this team. Another option is the few free-to-play options that you could throw in here that are on GT Heroes would be, where are they? The Grade 8 Vegeta. These guys will fit on the team. Not that well, but they'll fit. The LR Majub. Those are just honorable mentions that you may want to work. They won't be receiving the 200% buff because they're not on Kamehameha, but they will do just fine to fill out the rest of the team. Another good option. Now, they won't be buffing the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, but these guys here, the AGL Trunks and Goten, they support Goku and Vegeta's family, so they'll definitely be supporting the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the GT Goku here. You could also plug in that you should also work on is, where is he? The LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. He will be receiving his EZA along with the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so you definitely want to make sure you're working on him, but I'm mostly focusing on units that will buff the 200% team. Vegeta obviously will not be receiving a 200% buff from this team because he does not have Kamehameha, but he does link well with the rest of the team, especially if you're going with mostly Super Saiyan 4s. So that's the first leader skill. That's focused on GT Heroes. But he also gives another one to a new category called Fused Fighters. So let's go ahead and take a look over here. This is basically a category that's consistent of fusion characters and Potara characters. So you want to be making sure that you are working on two major units that are on his category here. First off is the Fizz. Let me drop in my... Where are they? Why are they not on here? Okay, so let's take off the Kamehameha. There they are. That's right, they don't get Kamehameha until they're in the Gogeta form. Okay, so we'll get those guys. They don't have a Kamehameha link, so that's why they're not there. But you could work on a couple of these guys that are on Fused Fighters. The ones you want to prioritize, though, are these two. Let me pull up Potara here. Where is it? Potara. Okay, excellent. Where are they? Alright, so for their Fused Fighter leads, the units you want to prioritize, first and foremost, are the LR's Tech, and STR Vegeta and Gogeta, the transforming ones. These two are insane, one, when run together, and two, run together under this 200% leader skill for the Fused Fighter from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. The second set of units you want to prioritize is the Super Saiyans Angel, Goku, and Vegeta, and then the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta that transform into Vegeta and Gogeta respectively. Both of these guys will be receiving an EZA during the 7th year anniversary, so you want to make sure that you prioritize getting them ready, meaning link leveling, investing Kai's, orbs, whatever it is you need to do to have them ready for said awakening, because they are going to be insane on his team, especially when run together, right? I already mentioned the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the tech one, so I'm not going to mention him here. One unit I will mention that you should be working on, even though they are not on the Kamehameha category, is this unit right here, the Tech Kale and Khalifa. If you have them, get them ready. This unit is a godsend for the hardest event in the game that will be releasing along with the 7-year anniversary. That is the Ultimate Red Zone. Their ability to transform and get that heal, plus their damage reduction and the raising defense for while they're in the Kale and Khalifa form, is insanely helpful. They are truly a godsend to that event, and so if you have them, you should be working on them because they do fit under his Fused Fighter link set. A few other mentions that are on the Potara category, and then we'll flip back over to Fusion, are the LR Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He has fallen off a bit in his usefulness, but he still can be useful running the 3rd slot on this team, especially if you've got other Vegetos on the team. Okay, so we're going to flip back over to Fusion real quick and show you a few other honorable mentions that you may want to begin working on that are on Kamehameha. Okay, so where are they? This guy here is on Kamehameha, so you could work with him, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks from Dragon Ball Heroes. You could also work on the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Adult, the tech one with his EZA. He becomes insane, a god on this team with that 200% buff, especially when linked with other Super Saiyan 3 fusion units. Okay, so definitely one you want to make sure you work on. And then the final honorable mention, going back to where is it? Potara, there it is. Forgot to mention him over here, but the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Both of these guys with access to the 200% lead are actually pretty good, so I would highly recommend building them as well. Meaning awakening, link leveling, investing your Kai's, whatever it is you need to do to get them ready. So anyways, guys, those are kind of the units I think you should be working on. Again, focusing on the Fused Fighters links and the GT Heroes leader skill for the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What are some units you're looking forward to running under their leader skill, either for GT Heroes or Fused Fighters? Also, let me know in the comments which of these two units you're more excited for, the Super Saiyan 4s or the ones we'll cover in the next video, the Super Saiyan Gods. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If you liked the video, if you liked my team ideas here for units you should be preparing, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's come back here. And if nothing else, guys, thanks for watching and aloha.